guys, I got a lot to do today. My main priority though is to get my daughter's bedroom decorated for Christmas before they come home from school. We have new bedding and all of that to fit their new beds. I just popped it out of the dryer. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna end up decorating my bedroom probably a little bit later, maybe after I pick them up, because I don't think I have time for it now. But what I do want to get started on to like really maximize my time is make some sweet treats. I thought it would be super nice for the girls since they'll come home from school, they'll see their bedrooms decorated, they have some Christmas cookies, and I thought it would be a great way to start the weekend. My name is Christy. I'm glad you're here. If you enjoyed it, definitely subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here with me. It's gonna be a lot of like mom life, decorating, baking, cleaning, that kind of jazz. So I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Okay, you guys, if you're looking for like the easiest, most minimal effort that looks like you put a lot of effort into it, but you didn't, holiday treat, this is where it's at. So this is the ready to eat Pillsbury sugar cookies. And all I'm doing is I'm just going to take them and get a really nice coat of the sprinkles. I know right here you just saw me rolling it around into a ball. You don't have to do that. It's all going to cook the same. So you just want to get a nice coat. I'm using traditional sprinkles, red, white, and green. And then I'm also using the red sanding sugar. And what's nice about this is you can really use this for like any kind of holiday or event and really make it your own. But I'm using a mini cupcake pan. And so I'm just going to put them in each little cupcake holder, liner, whatever. And then I'm going to cook it in the oven. I think I cooked it for about 15 minutes. I set my timer, and then, but yeah, then it comes out, it creates its own little dip, and then you can put some icing in the middle, and I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. But my kids absolutely love these, okay? Like I said, it is something that looks super festive. It looks like you put a lot of effort into it, but this part right here took me maybe 2 minutes, and that was me moving my camera around also. So definitely a go-to easy holiday cookie that looks like you put a lot of effort into it, and you really don't have to. Okay, so I'm in the girls' room. I have 6-year-old twins. They just turned 6 not that long ago. And so this is their room. Nothing fancy. It's a small little bedroom. And so I'm gonna get it nice and organized, get the bedding off, clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna vacuum, and then I'm gonna get it nice and decorated. So let's go ahead and get started. timer just went off for the cookies, so I'm gonna go downstairs, grab those. Then we're gonna come back up here and continue decorating and cleaning. I think I got everything basically like taken out of the room that I need out of the room. So I'll probably just come here, give it a wipe down, give it a vacuum, and then keep on going. Okay, so these are literally like the cutest cookie cups ever. They kind of already created the dip in the middle, so you don't have to do that. But at this point, you're going to want to take them out and let them start cooling. All right, so everything that I just did probably took me maybe like 15 minutes because it took me during the time of while the cookies were baking. So now I'm back in here and I'm just giving it a nice clean. I'm going to vacuum the floors, get it looking good. I'm not the biggest fan of cleaning, but I love the way it feels when it is clean. I like to have a clean house and I like to have things clean, and when it's not, my mind is full of chaos and I can't function. I don't know how anybody else can. Like, I don't get it. But so I do reset my daughter's room quite often and get into a good place because they do a good job on like trying to put their toys away. They don't put it back in the right place, but they put it away to where it's not like complete chaos, you know. But they need mama help, you know. They really do. They need the help with vacuuming. Oh my gosh, speaking of vacuuming, my kids really are wanting to help out with chores. They're at this stage where they want to vacuum, they want to wipe counters down, they want to do what mom's doing, folding laundry and all this, and I encourage it and I love them to do it too. But you know, certain things I just like to have a look a certain kind of way. So when it comes to vacuuming, like, yeah, I'll let them vacuum. They can vacuum, but then I'm going to re-vacuum later, not in front of them. I'm not going to hurt their feelings, but like later on in the night or something, I might vacuum. But basically, I'm just resetting the room and getting it at a good standpoint. This bedding that I got for them. So the thing about their bedding is that if you see how their beds are, and any moms or anyone who's ever been a mom or had beds for their kids or whichever, you see how the rails are on there? Those are like the worst thing ever because like regular comforters, you just can't fit it in there properly, like, and then to where it looks neat, you know? So I got this bedding where basically it's the sheet and it has the zipper on it for the blanket, and it looks neat. It really does. And these are super cute. I got these for the season I got them for Christmas. And I got them probably like, I'm going to say like 40 or 50 bucks on Amazon. They did have some that I saw on Teddy, which I'm very interested in getting. No, it's not called Teddy. I think it's called Bedding or Tedding or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But they were much more expensive. And so I'm wondering if they're more expensive, if they're a lot better quality, because this particular brand, the girls have been telling me that they're cold, that the bed's cold. And so obviously I give them more blankets and cover up the kids, but I would like to avoid that. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to get what you can put on the bed. It's kind of like how you would a sheet, but it has that extra cushion in it. So it's softer. I think I'm going to get something like that for these beds. And then I'm probably also maybe going to get some flannel, fitted sheets, underneath this to see if that might help with the bed being warm, because the sheet that is already, the fitted sheet that's kind of already underneath the blanket is really thin. I think that's what the problem is. I don't think it's the blanket necessarily that's over them. I think it's the sheet. So I'm going to try and give that a go. But these are so cute. They really are. But I don't know if they're going to, I don't know what it's going to look like after this, like after Christmas goes, because I would love to continue to use something similar to this product. I just want to make sure my kids are warm is all. So we'll see if we can make it work for right now. And then if I'm able to get different quality, or if that's able to work, then maybe we can keep that as the go-to. Or if I just have to go back to using maybe like a really nice quality comforter that's not too bulky, but still nice and warm. So we'll see what I end up doing with that. But I just these are so cute though, with the snowman. And the only one I saw on Amazon that was like this was this one.
And then there was also a gray one that had Santa Claus on it. And so for the girls, I thought that this would be more girly. They didn't have anything like really girly. I almost got like the pink and the bows. But then I was like, no, I really want traditional Christmas. Like, I can't help it. It's like every fiber in me. I always want to get something really cutesy. I do. But then I'm just like, it just doesn't feel right. Let me know if you can relate to that. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And then I'm just like, it's not Christmassy enough, you know? Like, even like this pillow right here, it has pink in it. I'm okay with that. That's not too big of a problem. But if the pillow was just pink and red, I'd be like, that's more Valentine's, you know? But, but it's cute though. It's cute. Okay, so I think it was a little dark, but I turned my ring light on and now you can see the glare in my glasses. So, you know, pick and choose your battles. I don't know, but so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hang up these command strips on the inside. One there, one here, and one over there. And I'm gonna hang up this little garland that I got. I'll show it to you in just a second, but let me go ahead and get this put up. And I think the girls are gonna really like this. I think it's gonna be like, I think the focal point is gonna be definitely the bed for them. We got these star twinkle lights. You can pick what color you want and things like that for the girls, and they love it. I don't like it because the batteries wear out literally like so quickly. So we're on the market to get some plug-in batteries or plug-in lights to get away from the batteries because it's eating up the batteries so quickly. It's a mess. But the girls love it. It does help them at night. It makes them feel good. We have a routine. So at night, one person gets to pick out the bedtime story, the other person gets to pick out the twinkly lights, and we rotate. And so they look forward to that. So the lights are staying. We just need to find one that maybe we might do Christmas lights this year. Just keep Christmas lights up all year round. No, probably not. I'll probably find something. I'm sure there's something out there that I can find. So this is the garland that I'm using for their bed. It's just, I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's 50% off, $10.99. So this was like $5.50. And it's super cute. It's just the traditional colors with the little light bulbs in the middle. So very cute. So something else I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take off their regular books and I'm going to change it out for our Christmas books. Just some ones that we've had for a while, and we have some new ones too. So I'm going to go ahead and change out their books into the Christmas books. My girls are 6 and we're learning how to read. We're doing like phonics and all that fun stuff, or challenging stuff. But we're learning how to read right now. And so reading is huge for us. And so anything that I can do to like make it fun, that's what I'm going to do. And so something that we do every night is we read a book, and we've done this around, now that the girls, they're like 5, 6, they're more, like aware of the seasons, of the holidays. And so it's really fun. And so like we do this around Halloween and fall. And so now that we're into Christmas, it's like, okay, we're making it fun. They're super excited to read the new books, or have me read it to them and then read along. And, we might point out some of the words that they know. And so it's a lot of fun to see, how engaged they are to wanting to read or to have me read to them. But we definitely do read a new book, not a new book, but we read a book every single night. Like we do, that's what we do. And so it's just nice to have them be able to pick out what story they want me to read to them before we go to bed. I picked up these little play mats from Target for like $3. They have like the little snow on the inside of them, so they're like super cute, but we like to have little play mats like all year round, really. And so just to have the Christmas ones, super cute. And then I picked up this little tic-tac-toe Christmas tree also from the Target dollar spot. And I'm gonna also decorate their little cubicle. There's the top of it. And so I have an old Santa Claus picture. I picked up the little snowman right there from Dollar Tree. And then I got some other pieces. I believe this little Christmas tree came from the Target dollar spot as well this year. So yeah, we're just making it look a little festive. And then I got some pillows I'm just going to stick over here because they already have a ton of pillows on their bed. So I'm just putting them right there. I got one from the Santa Claus was from Five and Below, and the gingerbread was from Target. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you real quick, this little tree, this little pencil tree, I think I spent no more than $40, but I'm actually really impressed with it. I think it was a really good deal. The way that the branches are and everything, it doesn't shed like all over the place. I thought it was good for what I paid for it, and I think it was a perfect fit for their room. So I bought some lights. I wasn't sure what the size of this tree, how many I would need, so I bought 3 of 100. I think it only needs 1, which is great news. So I got the multicolored lights because, kids. And so I'm going to go ahead and put these on. And then I'm just going to wrap some tinsel garland around it. And then I'll let them decorate it themselves today.
Okay, so I feel like this side is kind of bare above the books. So I have this extra garland that I did get from Hobby Lobby. I think it was close to the same price as the other. So I'm just gonna put it up real quickly because I have to go like right now. Okay, so the full overview of the room. So now that is cute. It is up above the books, the Christmas tree. They have their cute little Christmas stuff on their table. Their bedding, I absolutely love the bedding. Like this is gonna work for us long term. These type of beds with it looking neat. And then we have the light garland, and then that.